Welcome to In the Garden, and it's Friday the 29th of March 2024. The sun's just come out and it's lovely. Got a few things still to do to this bad boy yet. I've got a couple of plants to fit in the back, so I'm going to wait to do that after I've finished with doing this. As you can see, well, I mentioned before that the wood's away from here. I'm just going to wait to start getting ready now to get the pegs down here so that I can build the floating deck. The honeysuckle is, go here, it's starting to thicken out now, look, and the leaves are just absolutely glorious. And I've seen the first bird today actually taking shelter in it, so that's great news. The birds are on their way back. Daffies, well, they've come out a bit more. Isn't that sun? That's just glorious, isn't it? That's what I love about this time of year. And I've got a wee thing I'm going to be doing here, which I'll show you for next month. But right at this corner here, down, I'm right beside my plum tree. I'm going to wait to build just a wee small wooden frame there, get that turned over, and get my tatties in. I've also got a refurbishment job to do on this bench here, but as you can see, although I'm doing inside the greenhouse, I'm doing cuttings. Look, stole them from my neighbour across the road. He stole them from a bush further down the street, so share and share alike, eh? So in the orchard, the blooms are coming on. Look at that, they're really starting to take shape now. But look at this, the birds are definitely coming back. They've emptied my coconut shell. On the subject of wildlife, I've actually been catching bees and I've been introducing them to my bee box. So I'm just grabbing them in a jar, stress free, and then I'm putting the jar over the hole and let the big queen bee go in. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Pardon me, a couple of big birds in the garden this week, and unfortunately the bastards have wrecked my squirrel chair. Look, there's another bit gone, so vandals. But what can you do about them? But now we're starting to get coming into April now and getting the good weather. One of the things I'm looking forward to is my chair that I brought for down the road. Get this feature up and running, and then start looking at getting things like maybe other kinds of clematis and that to grow onto it. Start working on outdoor plants as well from next week, because time to start bringing a wee bit of colour into the garden. So you can see that the pot here that I've got, this is for going round the front as well, alright, and I've got some stuff growing in there that I can put into that just to get a bit of a colour. Berries are coming on great as well as the trees, but I fancy using this, but I don't know where. And in the polyhouse, as you can hear, I've got the music on. Hang on. Don't want any copyright features going against us in here. Now, as you can see, there it is. I'm looking for my temperature gauge. Look at that. 37.8 in here today. So I've had a wee look at my stuff. Oh, I've got an onion, look. I've actually took an onion and I'm going to see if I can grow that. Brussels sprouts, my God, they are not half sprouting now. And the spring onions are through. Look at that. Lots of lovely greenery. But for some reason or another, I'm just not getting it with the lettuce. Don't know why, don't know what the problem is, but And the same up top here, look, they're no working there either. Now over here in the cucumber, because I've got this one spare, I've decided to keep these light things which get used in these pots, okay? So I've decided, have a wee bash on it, just sits there like that at night, but it puts a glow through because, as you can see, cucumbers are coming on really well. Same with the marigolds, they're sprouting all over the shop. I've done this deliberately so it'd be easier to pick out, and I've done the stalk in a straight line, so that's come on great. And the wee things, well, look at that, that is actually my sweet peas. Now compared to last week, they have come on unbelievable, so can't wait to see what they turn out like. Chives, oh, just knocked off. Nothing, still nothing on the chives, and I really can't get my head around that. This one's obviously, it's just, look at that, that's spare Brussels sprouts if anybody wants them. And then look at my tomatoes, they're coming on great as well. They're loving this heat in here now. But I've also bought a wee gadget right up here. Now I bought this wee box today to give us extra USB. Now it was only £4, but it plugs into my solar charge controller, and what I've done is I've now got this, which is, it's a USB powered what is it called? Can you hang you hang your phone on it, so it's a phone mount, MagSafe, that's the word I was looking for. And what I'm able to do with the MagSafe is, my phone sits on the MagSafe, I am now hands free, and while I'm recording like this, I'm actually charging my phone up. So great, a nice wee addition. I'm also thinking about, as well as up here, hanging a small floating shelf, so that in this area here, because it's hot, and it's hot up here, so I can do stuff like my mix with the, what are they? My Maharaja mix. So again, there's nothing coming through on them, but I could sit them up there. They're right out the way on the float, and look at that, the sun's getting right into them. So watch out for that one. What else? There was something else I was going to think about doing in here, and for the love of me I can't remember. But I will come back to this. The frosts, I seem to be lucky enough, I took a bit of a gamble this week as well. We had some low temperatures, down to 1 degree, but I switched my bucket of water off, and lo and behold, the plants didn't die. So I'm not saying that the winter is over yet. There's still the odd cold snap could still come in, the odd storm still could come in, so I'm going to leave it there just in case I do actually have to use it as a safeguard. But by the looks of it, definitely within the next 3 to 4 weeks that bucket will be gone, and hopefully stuff will be on to quite a height that I can transfer them into other pots, to which then, well, that was what I was going to do. I'm going to make a table top to go on top of this wee workbench here. That's what it was. I've got some old wood, and I don't know, it might be a nice wee interesting thing for to show you guys on how it's going in here. But so far so good. The plants are coming on great. I bought my bag of seed ties, so these are Maris Pipers, okay. I'm not sure if it's cheaper to buy potatoes, because it's fucking £4.30 to plant them, man. And I went to the local fruit and veg shop, and I says, "Can I get a pound of potatoes?" And they said, "We only sell them in kilos." I says, "Alright, can I get a pound of kilos then, please?" But a touch. I've even thrown a dad joke in here. Now that's no bad, going to Save the Fridays for getting, you know, a bit of a waste of time. So I hope that I'll actually stand back a bit as well, because I'll see how this works out, see if you're picking my voice up. I've also got options where I can bring the big camera into here as well, sit it on the shelf, and I can use my mic. So I've also got the 360 camera, which I've still not got the hang of that. I would love to be able to do something in 360 so that you can swipe your finger around on the screen and see all around the whole thing. I'm not going to give up on that. I might still get something that I can get done with that. Time will tell. But that's it. Not really much to say. Again, it's just we've had a crap week weather-wise, and believe it or not, today is the best day. And I can assure you, it's not very often that we hit 40 degrees up here in Scotland. So this is a good one for the plants. And well, I'm going to get cracking anyway. So I hope you like this wee update. I hope your stuff's coming on. I'd like to hear from you. So is there any plants that you're still struggling with, like elm with my chives, or is you having an excellent growth on something as well, like I feel I'm getting between my sweet peppers and my tomato plants? These boxes with these covers, they are, if I can just unplug it, these things, now you even get, they're just small lights, but you actually get big ones as well that sits over. So for likes on a tray like this, right, you get ones that would hang down and sit above, but you can set them up. And personally, I think they have helped quite a bit in the germination process of my seeds. But then again, what do I know? I'm only a novice. So that's it for Friday. You guys have a cracking weekend. Thanks for looking in. And to the next one, I'll see you.